Hey everybody, I'm Joey, and do you like crispy grilled chicken wings? If so, you're in the right place because we're doing a little experiment with different recipes to see which one creates the crispiest grilled wings of all. So follow me and let's turn up the tasty. Making crispy chicken wings is really easy if you want to fry them, but why fry them when grilling them adds so much more flavor? Look, we've already done a video that shows you how to grill really crispy chicken wings, but today we're going to try a couple different recipes and then my favorite part, test the results. Now, the first thing that you're going to need is a cheap domestic beer. You won't actually need it for cooking, but nothing goes better with grilling than cheap domestic beer. So that's what we have right here. Second, we have chicken wings, as you can see. I'll start over here, actually. This is going to be our control group. This is just going to be the way that we made them in our last grilled video. We're going to season them with JoJo Rub. JoJo Rub is a simple rub we created using common ingredients found in most kitchens, probably yours too. So over here, we're only going to season these with JoJo Rub. That's it. Over here, we have a 50-50 mixture of cornstarch and flour. 2 tablespoons flour, 2 tablespoons cornstarch, and then we'll add a tablespoon of JoJo Rub. We want to keep the seasoning the same across all the recipes so that way different flavors don't impact the final result. What we're really checking to see is which of these makes the crispiest grilled wings. And with these over here, we're going to season them the same way that we did in our crispy baked chicken wings video, using 2 parts of JoJo Rub to 1 part of baking powder. I'm really excited to see how these different techniques are going to impact that final crispiness of the chicken. Now, before I get started, I just need to add the JoJo Rub to this flour cornmeal mixture right here. All right, now that we have these fully seasoned, let's go ahead and get them on that grill. Follow me. All right, guys, this fire is nice and hot. Let's go ahead and get these wings on. The first thing I want to mention is in my last crispy grilled chicken wings video, I went low and slow. Cooked these for about 75 to 90 minutes. Today, we're going real hot with this, and how we're going to achieve that is with this vortex. Basically, we get all the jumbo lump charcoal in here lighted, and it gets this pit so hot, hotter than it would be if I just poured the coals in there. So that's important. I have both the bottom vent here and the top vent. They're gonna be wide open. So really what we wanna do is get this pit to about 500 degrees as it cooks. Here we have our control group. These are just wings with only JoJo Rub on them, and we're gonna get them right over here. You can hear that pit is nice and hot, even though this grate is not over direct heat. It's just how hot this pit gets when you have the lid on using that vortex. All right, they're a little bit close together, so just so I don't get our control group confused with our other batch over here, they look very similar in color, so I'm just gonna go ahead and move it over here. So there's a clean line of distinction, and I'll be able to remember when I pull them off the grill. Speaking of pulling them off the grill, the first thing I'm gonna do is get this lid back on, and then we'll be back and we're gonna flip these every 10 minutes. I think the cook is gonna take about 40, 45 minutes, all just depending upon how hot the fire stays throughout the cook. Look, if you need to get the temperature on your Weber up a little bit more into that 500 degree range, very easy trick you can do with this vortex is just go ahead and crack this side just a little bit. The more oxygen that gets in there, the hotter the fire will be. And this vortex is gonna push the heat up, circulate it around the exterior of the grill, and this thing is really going to act like an air fryer, which are so popular, but the one thing that you get here that you don't get with an air fryer is that awesome smoky flavor from the grill. So again, I'm gonna go grab a beer. I'll be back in 10 minutes. All right, guys, these have been cooking on here for 45 minutes. I flip them every 10 minutes, except for the last time I let them go for 15. Let's see how they look. First of all, this vortex gets the pit very hot. Even sometimes the handle can get a little hot, so I'm gonna use my grill glove right here, take off the top, make sure I don't burn myself. Let's see how they're looking. Now, one way that I can check the crispiness of these wings is by taking the end of my instant read thermometer and just dragging it across the skin. Okay. Here, a little bit of crisp. I mean, some of the things I notice here are both our control group and that with baking powder have a very similar look. If I had to say, the control group might be a little bit darker. Our breaded wings over here with the flour and cornmeal, you can still see some of that white residual. They're a little bit lighter color, but I still think these wings are gonna need about another 10 minutes based upon that test. So I'm gonna flip them, get the lid back on, and be right back. Okay, so we're about ready to dig in and try the test. But before I do, I just wanna talk a little bit about the coloring and the look of each one of these. These are our control group right over here, and they look absolutely phenomenal. They have a great dark, almost like a mahogany color. I can't wait to dig in. I actually had these before, so I know how good they taste, because this is how I typically make them at home. But I've never tried these other two ways. So over here we have our 50-50 mix, and the first thing I want to bring to your attention is that they look phenomenal. They have a great color, very, looks a lot like fried chicken would look. The only thing is I just want to bring your attention to here, we still have a little bit of white from either that flour or that cornmeal. And now it's not on all the wings, so you can see this one does not have it. This one does, as does this just a little bit here. So it'll be interesting to see how that impacts the flavor. Now right over here we have our baking powder mixed with our JoJo Rub. And these, you know, they feel a lot crispier now than they did when they came off the grill. As you can see, they have a very similar color to our control group, maybe just a little bit lighter. But enough about the look. They certainly all smell tremendous. Let's dig in and see how they taste. Good. Not that crispy. You can see the skin pulled away. It's a good wing. It's not a great wing, not my best. Maybe on something like this, I should let them go for up to an hour. Not a bad wing though. I'd be happy to be served that any day of the week. Over here, this is our 50-50 mixture of flour and cornstarch. And again, look at that color. That looks incredible. Let's see how they taste. That was a crispier wing. You don't get as much direct seasoning as you do with the control group. I think the flour and the cornstarch help kind of dilute some of that flavor. If I did this again, maybe I'd add just a little bit more JoJo Rub to it. It's definitely crispier than our control group, and it does have a little bit of that KFC type fried chicken flavor. Now, let's check out our final group. This is the exact same recipe that we use to make crispy baked chicken wings, only we did it in the oven. Let's see how it turns out when you cook them on the grill. Boy, those sound a lot crispier. It's a great wing. It tastes very similar to the first one, but this one is actually much crispier. As we know, that baking powder can change the pH balance of the skin, making it crisp up as it cooks. Well, I've tried the drummies on all of these, so now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try this flat. See how that goes. First of all, let's get one of those pesky bones out of there. Now. It was a big bite. It was good. Again, very crispy. This one, going back to these tend to have just a little bit more texture to them. I'm gonna try this flat here just for, posterity. See how it turns out. Now that skin right there had a great crunch. Wow, guys, this is gonna be real tough to pick a winner. I think this had more direct flavor from the JoJo Rub, but it's clear to me that both of these two were crispier than this one. I think this one could have used a little bit more flavoring, but I would do this one again any day. It's hard to pick. These are coming in very, very similar to me. So whether you use baking powder or that other mixture that we talked about, I still think you're gonna come out better than you would just straight seasoning. Yeah, this is really tough. It's much closer than I thought it would be. Candidly, I thought that these ones with the baking powder on them would turn out the crispiest, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Now, we do something a little different with them in the oven where we render the fat. We go low first before we go high heat. And these are really good as well. I wanted to declare a winner. It's just too close. Yeah, so look, I have a question for you guys at home. How do you cook your wings? We'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Heck, maybe we'll add your idea to our next experiment. Now, it's time for a drink. That's the ticket. Nothing goes better with wings than cheap domestic beer. Look, all kidding aside, we really hope you liked our chicken wing experiment that we did today. And if you did, please go ahead and hit that big thumbs up like button, or even better, subscribe to our channel for future updates. Our motto here at Red Meat Lover is cooking meat made easy, and that's just what we strive to show you in every single video. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.